Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Flosko here, and today I'm still in Dimitrov and we're going to have a lesson on telling stories like a casual American. You know, this is basically a slang lesson. It's not proper English, but this is very, very commonly used, and trust me, you will sound much more American, especially if you're below the age, if you're below the age of 29. It will be good for you to speak like this to blend in more with the rest of the Americans, especially the young ones. So, let's get to it. Now, one thing I noticed about myself, I was watching a video of myself when I was in St. Petersburg giving a class. And I was talking about something that happened in the past. But I realized when I was talking about what I did, I didn't say things like, then I said, or then he said, or she said. No, I didn't say any of that. It was similar to this. Oh man, it was great. It was crazy. I saw this guy, then I was all like, hey man, you look familiar. Then he was like, yeah man, you look familiar too. And then I was like, dude, I know you. You know, we used to act together. And then he was like, yeah, Phil, your name's Phil. Yeah, we used to act together. Now, what did you notice about when I was telling something that someone said? Did I say he said or I said? No, I said he was like or I was like. That is very, very commonly used. So when you want to say someone said something, you can just say, he was like, shut up, or I was like, no, I don't want to shut up. You basically say he was like, she was like, they were like, we were like. Any of that works. That's a way to say someone said something. Now there's another way to use something like this when you want to show the actions that someone was doing, the actions they were doing, or the emotion they had. For example, I could tell a story, it would be like this. So yeah man, she broke up with him, she left him, and he was all depressed. He was all crying and stuff all the time, you know. It was real sad. He was all depressed for like a week. He was just totally depressed. Now what did you notice about when I tried to show the person's emotion or what they were doing? Well, I used the words, he was all. And use that for I was all, they were all, she was all. That shows what they were doing physically or how they felt emotionally. So I can say, let's say a girl found $1,000. I can say, yeah dude, she found $1,000. And she was all happy for like a week, man. Yo, she was all jumping up and down. She was all excited. You know, she was all real excited. And she was like, I'm so happy. Because she was excited about finding the $1,000. Finding, yeah. And that's basically how you use those two. Now there's one more I can add to this that applies to action and emotion. So, let's get to it. Story. Okay, so this guy, like, he totally just fell down the stairs and everything. Yo, I was laughing so hard. He fell, it was like, do, and everything, man. It was crazy. He got up and everything, and he was staring at us in the eyes like, yo, what y'all laughing at and everything. Yo, it was funny. It was real funny. I cannot believe he fell down the stairs and everything. And everything is added to a lot of stuff. And what it really means is nothing. It's basically something to just add after something you already said. So I can say, my name's Phil. I can still say, my name's Phil and everything. Just everything. It's just something a lot of people add. But it's better to add after an action or even something someone said. So I could say something like this. He was like, I'm having a mad day and everything. So even after you say someone said something, you could just add and everything. So these three are very common here in America with casual conversation. You have he was like, you have he was all, or and everything. If you learn to throw these three things into your casual conversation with Americans, you will sound a whole lot more like them. Well, that's the end of the episode for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned new stuff. Be sure to add me, vk.com/Flosko. That's me, and subscribe to my YouTube page to see all my videos. Now remember, this lesson was very casual. This is usually used by young people. If you're going to a job interview or something like that, or you're in school, talk to your professor, you don't want to use these three. But when you're casual, you should definitely use them. And I'm out. Later.